कहते हैं जो शिकवा करे मुकद्दरों का उगने वाले उग जाते हैं सीना फाड़ के पत्थरों का। हेलो एवरीवन, दिस इज अंजलि फ्रॉम पीयू पल्स एंड आज हमारे साथ जुड़ गई है एक ऐसी शख्सियत जिन्होंने पीयू की प्रतिष्ठा एक बहुत ही ऊंचे लेवल पर जाके पहुंचा दी है। डीएसपी राखी धीमान। तो मैम का हरियाणा पब्लिक सर्विस कमीशन में रैंक 2 आया है। तो आइए मैम से कुछ बातचीत करते हैं कि मैम की जर्नी कैसे रही है और मैम राखी धीमान से डीएसपी राखी धीमान कैसे बनी है। तो मैम मैं आपका स्वागत करती हूँ इस चैनल पे और मैम मेरी मेरी कंग्रेचुलेशंस ये प्रेस्टिजियस एग्जामिनेशन क्लियर करने के लिए।
थैंक यू सो मच।
मैम मेरा पहला सवाल आपसे ये रहेगा कि आपकी जो जर्नी है राखी धीमान से डीएसपी राखी धीमान बनने की वो कैसी रही है, उसके बारे में हमें कुछ बताएं।
वेल, इट वाज अ वेरी लॉन्ग जर्नी। ऐसे एकदम से कोई सोच के नहीं बैठता, बट just things come your way and you start preparing and you start learning and then you start seeing कि क्या क्या हो रहा है, कैसे हो रहा है. तो I think I started during my college. I got to know about that there is these exams and there are these posts and you can work and you can serve people. So मेरी journey I guess college से start होती है, about UPSC, about HPSC and about all these things. तो वहाँ से journey start हुई and then I came to Panjab University. My journey took a new turn. I joined a private library here and then I studied. So it was a long journey. It had its ups and downs. But now when I look back at it, I think it was a wonderful journey. Yeah.
मैम ये जो आपकी लंबी जर्नी रही है तो इसका आप क्रेडिट किसको देना चाहेंगी, कौन रहा आपका सपोर्ट सिस्टम इस पूरी जर्नी में।
Um, Personally, I think almost सभी के family and friends. I think these are people who support you in your toughest times. For me, it was my parents and my brothers, especially my brothers. So when I came to university, my bhaiya who studies he studies in BDS department and he has also been selected this year. So he was my support system all throughout my journey, throughout my preparation time. So I think if I have to give credit, it would be my parents, my whole joint family also, and my brothers and my friends, library friends. Yeah.
तो मैम ये जो कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम की जर्नी होती है काफ़ी लंबी और मेंटली चैलेंजिंग होती है। तो हम इसमें जो स्टूडेंट है वो ये सोचता है कि वो तैयारी कैसे करे। तो आपने इस एग्जाम में तैयारी कैसे की।
Uh, Definitely, this is a very long journey, and it is so uncertain and unpredictable. You can only work. आप मतलब मेहनत कर सकते हो, but you can never be sure about the fruits and the result that you're gonna get. So obviously, it was a long journey, and it had its lots of ups and downs. So when it comes to preparation, I started like I was very I didn't know much about the preparation when I completed my graduation. So I knew like I had a briefing about it. I just knew I had an idea, but I wasn't aware about the nitty gritties of the exam. So I started after my college, and in starting ऐसे ही होता है कि हमें सब कुछ cover करना है. I wanted to read all the books and just cover the whole syllabus. But as I progressed in my journey, I realized that you don't do it that way. So you keep learning in your preparation. Every few months, not even few months, every month you when you calculate and when you look back at your preparation and when you estimate and make an analyze your preparation and the level that you are going, you change your course. Because if you are following one plan, it never happens. You have to change your course according to the exams and according to the lack of time, because you always lack time. So when I started my preparation, I didn't know much. So I started reading books like शुरू से कि हर सब्जेक्ट की बुक्स उठा ली और उनको पढ़ते जा रहे हैं पढ़ते जा रहे हैं पढ़ते जा रहे हैं. बट फिर आप थोड़ा सा सीखते हो, देन यू लुक बैक, देन यू लुक एट द PYQs, then you look at the syllabus, then you look at the nature of the exam, the pattern of the questions, and all these nitty gritties. So you learn these things when you progress in your preparation in your journey. So I think I was a novice when I started, but later on when I met few people who have given attempts, and my bhaiya also, he has written mains. So I got a lot of confidence, and they taught me the nitty gritties of the exam, the how the mind of the examiner works, what kind of question are asked, and how should you approach certain subjects, because you cannot one size does not fit all. You have to change your preparation and the way you handle things, the way you approach a subject. So for example, the how you approach language papers in HPS, you cannot approach the same way the GS paper. So you have to change the course. You decide according to the PYQs and your level of preparation. So it takes a lot of time, analysis, calculations, estimation, all these things. So you learn through the, like, I cannot tell you one thing कि ऐसा करने से ऐसा हो जाता है. When you get in the preparation, you get in a zone, you get in a learning mode, and you must evaluate your process, your preparation level. What have you done? What are your plans? What are you going to do next week, next month, and in next 6 months? What are you going to cover? So all these things, and I think when you start preparing, you will learn all these things, like they come in the way.
मैम श्योरली ये काफ़ी डिटेल प्रोसेस है ये तो
जी.
मैम स्टूडेंट्स का एक अक्सर एक मेन सवाल रहता है कि कितने घंटे दिए जाएं प्रिपरेशन को दिन में, तो मैम आपने कितने दिए?
अम, घंटे ऐसा होता है कि आप हर रोज इक्वली अमाउंट ऑफ आवर्स नहीं दे सकते. सो बिकॉज आई वाज एनरोल्ड इन डिपार्टमेंट आल्सो, आई वाज डूइंग माय मास्टर्स. सो इट वाज एवरी डे इज नॉट द सेम. यू कैन नॉट पुट 8 to 10 hours every day, and I तो never did. So it depends. Sometimes you will feel the urge to study 24 hours also. ठीक है, because when the exam approaches, then you have to give more number of hours. But I think it depends on the person. Some people have great efficiency, so 3-4 hours enough for them. But for some people, 3-4 hours is not enough, so they have to put 7-8 hours. So I think when you start your preparation, so if you are preparing for full time, so then to give at least 7 to 8 hours in a day. When the exam approaches, increase the hours to 10, 12. But I never followed such kind of thing. So it just depended on the exam. Like, am I very near to the exam? Like 1 month, 15 days left. So you give more number of hours. But if it's still back and I have my university exams also, so I used to give less number of hours. So there is no hard fast rule about that. You decide according to your level of preparation, your number of attempts, and how much preparation you have done. So for example, if you have given 3-4 attempts, you cannot give 10 hours every day after that, because a human a human cannot take that much. So yeah, you just decide according to your own personal level of preparation, satisfaction, and everything, and knowledge. All these things play a role. So there is no one number that I can give that you need to put these many hours.
तो मैम ये जर्नी काफ़ी मेंटली चैलेंजिंग होती है। 1 से 1.5 साल तो पेपर को ही लग जाता है, ऊपर से 2 साल तो एवरेज स्टूडेंट्स प्रिपेयर ही करने में लगा देते हैं। तो मैम जो डिफरेंट डिफरेंट बैकग्राउंड से स्टूडेंट्स इस अखाड़े में उतरते हैं, यूपीएससी, एचपीएससी, तो
जी.
मैम उनके लिए आपकी क्या राय रहेगी कि मोटिवेशन कैसे बरकरार रहें, और आपने अपनी मोटिवेशन कैसे बरकरार रखी पूरे प्रिपरेशन के थ्रू आउट?
I think more than the toughness of the exam, why this exam is like is treated as such a big thing, because it takes a great toll on your mental health and your physical health also. Because if you are sitting long hours, and if you fail, and then your body, your physical health takes a toll, and then your mental health also takes a hit. So for me, it was a because I also faced many physical challenges during my preparation time. So I left preparation for 6 months altogether, but then I came back. So definitely, mental health is a very important topic, and it is a very important thing, and it is not given attention, because when you are preparing, हमारा होता है कि करो या मरो, कि करना ही है. You are motivated, and also there is so much pressure. हमारे पर्सनल एस्पिरेशंस भी होते हैं, फैमिली की एक्सपेक्टेशंस होती है, फ्रेंड्स के. अब जैसे कि आई कम फ्रॉम अ कॉलेज, गुड कॉलेज, सो ऑल ऑफ माई फ्रेंड्स दे वेंट ऑन, some of them went abroad, some of them got jobs in very reputed firms, and what I was doing, I was sitting in a library spending 8 to 10 hours doing nothing, and sometimes you don't even get results. So what do you do then? So mental health though takes a great hit, I think, and if your physical health also becomes vulnerable, then it is a very hard, it's gonna be very hard for you. So the for me, I think, after realizing that I cannot neglect my physical health, I started taking care of my physical health. I noticed that if I cannot study, I'll not study. I'll not force myself. For example, in a positive way, if you force yourself, you are studying 7 hours, you study 8 hours. That's good thing. But if you are just not getting up from the chair and you're not doing anything, not no physical exercise, then it's not good for you. So I paid attention to my physical health. Then coming back to my mental health, I had a very strong support system, and I agree, I would not be here if it was not because of my parents or my brothers. They supported me throughout my journey, and when Nikhil bhaiya was sitting there, he supported me a lot. So yeah, also there is a spiritual angle to it, when because your parents and your brothers also can only help to a certain extent. Your mental health, you need to be strong, internally strong. So I think spirituality, and आप किसी भी सुप्रीम पावर में बिलीव करते हैं, ठीक है, नीड नॉट बी अ पर्टिकुलर गॉड और पर्टिकुलर रिलीजन. if you believe in nature, then believe in it. So a belief system is very necessary. That's what I believe. For me, it was my parents, my brothers, and then it was also, I believed in a supreme power. I believed that if I'm working hard, then surely there will be result, and I waited for it. One important thing, I'm a like I'm obsessed with Mahabharat. I When I was sick and when I was not studying, so I watched Mahabharat, all adaptations of it, the old one and the new one. So I think during the difficult phase, Mahabharat played a great role. And I'm not saying it because it's in trend. No, I genuinely love Mahabharat. Watching it, reading it, discussing it. There was question in my interview about Mahabharat. So if you, वो होता है ना कि यूनिवर्स कंस्पायर, ऐसा होता है कि if you truly believe in something. So I loved Mahabharat, and there was a question in interview, and I answered it. And the interviewer panelist, he was very happy with the answer. So if you are truly believe in something, it does play a role in your life. So I personally think, to kind of manage yourself and to keep your peace of mind and to be internally strong, you need to have a support system. For me, it was my parents, my brothers, and my friends. And more than, I was very fond of reading. So all fun activities also puts you in a very calm situation. So Mahabharata was one of them. Then I also loved reading novels. So all these things. So mental health, you need to be able to focus on something else than exam. Because I know that when I was in preparation mode, I all but throughout the day, what I did, I thought about the exam 24/7. Like in the back of your mind, it is always playing. It is always कि you are thinking about the exam, कि कब exam आ रहा है, आप कितना syllabus cover किया है, कितना बाकी है, all these things. But what you need to do, कि you need to train yourself to focus on something else. That if you're talking to your family, you would not think about exam so much. टेंशन आपको रहेगा, ठीक है, ऐसा नहीं होगा कि आप एग्जाम की तैयारी कर रहे हो मैं तो भूल जाऊंगी. That doesn't happen. It will always be in your mind, but just train yourself to think about something else. And when you are, be present in whatever you do. If you are studying, efficiency matters a lot in preparation. So if you are studying, study. If you are not, if you think that you would not be able to study today, then just do whatever you want to do. Read a novel, but read it with full intent, and then come back to your preparation. And I think it's efficiency that matters. So mental health is like, believe in your support systems and talk to people. It's necessary that you talk to people. Talking is very necessary. Share your burden, share your thoughts with the people who you trust, not everyone. You cannot go and talk about your problems to everyone. So, and take help if you require. There is no shame in taking help. If you think, I took a, I won't call it a sabbatical, but I left preparation for 6 months. I did not study at all because I was just not able to. I knew that if I continue on this journey now, I was just simply not able to. So I just took my time out, and then I came back to preparation. And I think it is really necessary that you pay attention to your mental health, because even if you get the job and your mental health is not right and you are not feeling happy, then there is no point in doing that job. You need to be happy about the things that you do. And if the things that you are doing are not good for your mental health, so you need to consider your choices. So that's all.
ट्रूली मैम। मैम जैसे आपने मेंशन किया आपकी फ्रेंड्स, फैमिली और खासकर भैया ने आपके बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले किया आपकी प्रिपरेशन में, मैम तो वो एक्सप्लेन कर सकते हैं कैसे?
So I told bhaiya bhaiya have given mains. So for example, I was a very negative person for myself only. I used to doubt everything, and I still doubt everything. So I would be studying, and then for example, I will give you one example. So when I gave prelims now, so I was not very happy how it went, and nobody was happy with their prelims because prelim came very tough this year. तो बट भैया said कि I would be saying कि मेरा नहीं हो रहा है, but then भैया would say कि तेरा हो रहा है, ठीक है. And then the result came, and my prelims, I cleared prelims. I was very happy, but then there was only 1 month till mains. So I again started getting anxious and anticipating the exam, and then it was my first mains. I have never written any mains before this. It was my first main, and I was very kind of scared that how would I perform. There are people who have been preparing for 4 or 5 years. So I was like, I cannot do it. But then Bhaiya would be like, your name would be in the mains list. So it is a reassurance that you get. And he has given exams, so he knows the nature. And he always, helped me trust in myself that if you have come this far and if you have put this much hard work, you will get it. and that if someone is there to reassure you when you yourself cannot assure you, so then that's the best thing na. So when my mains result was declared, then I cleared mains, and bhaiya was the one who sent me the list, and I couldn't believe it, but he said, I told you. And I think it was my after my mains that he asked me to prepare for interview, but I didn't hear him. I was like, I'm not gonna, because I'm not gonna clear mains. Because you realize that people who prepare, they would know that you can never be sure about your results. if you have if you are preparing for interview this year, you are not sure that you're going to clear prelims next year, because it is so unpredictable and uncertain. तो वही था, but भैया always assured me, and he always, we discussed things. It was not only motivational और कि बस वही बातें हो रही हैं. It was also हम discuss करते थे एग्जाम कैसा आया है, आपने कौन सा आंसर किया है, you need to think this way, you need to write this way. And we after mains we discussed all my papers, how I wrote, and what even the essays I wrote. He mentioned you should have written this, you should not have written that. The calculations that you make with your friends, and so he has prepared and he's preparing. So there was this level of understanding, we used to discuss everything. And then when interview came, he was a big help, because there was only 10 days to prepare for interview. So वैसे मैं ये नहीं कह सकती कि 10 दिन में कुछ हो जाता है. हमारी बातें बहुत टाइम से हो रही हैं भैया और मेरी इन चीज़ों के बारे में, तो वो थ्रू आउट माय होल कॉलेज लाइफ, एंड कॉलेज के टाइम पे, देन मास्टर्स, एंड देन interview and everything. So he has been a very strong support system for me, and he has been a like an a soothing place where you can just let go of your inhibitions, let go of your hesitations, and all the burden that you have on your mind. So I think that's the role that he played. He assured me that I can do it when I did not myself believe it that I can do it. He assured me. So that's his contribution.
यस मैम। मैम, तो जैसे आपने बात की कि आपको बुक्स का शौक था, और हमें सुनने को भी बहुत कहानियां हैं कि जैसे आप जब घर जाती थी तो अमेजोन के बहुत सारे पार्सल्स आते थे, घर वाले भी परेशान हो जाते थे। और मैम
Yeah.
अमेजोन वाला भी हो गया था कि क्या दीदी घर पे नहीं है, अगर बुक्स नहीं जा रही है वहां पे, तो वो भी पूछने लग जाता था। तो इस बारे में आपका क्या कहना है?
Uh, that's true. When during lockdown, I loved reading books, but during lockdown, I particularly became obsessed with novels, I would say. So ऐसा हो गया था कि जो अमेज़न वाले भैया डिलीवर करते थे, हर हफ्ते में 2-3 बुक्स आ रही थी। तो जब एक टाइम पे फिर उन्होंने फ़ोन करना भी बंद कर दिया, वो खुद सीधा आके मेरी मम्मी को डिलीवर कर जाते थे। और फिर जब मैं व्हेन आई शिफ्टेड टू चंडीगढ़ फॉर मास्टर्स, तो वन डे ही केम इन द नेबरहुड एंड ही आस्क्ड कि दीदी नहीं है क्या? बुक्स नहीं आ रही हैं। So yeah, I love reading books. Even after getting selected, I had a lot of time, just to relax. So I think I only read books in that time also. So yeah, I love reading books. Um, there are I think it also helps because, like, coming back to preparation, I think reading books, reading things, I do not like reading newspaper, for the record, but I read during the preparation, but I love reading books, and they help me in my language papers. Obviously, if you are reading that much, and if you are reading diverse kind of literature, it helps you in articulation, and also in thinking certain ways, and in language paper it definitely helps. Because if you would know, last year there were 68 vacancies, but they only took 61 people, because a lot of people were failed in हिंदी का जो लैंग्वेज पेपर होता है, तो they were failed in that exam. So this year people especially prepared for hindi ka exam. I didn't have to, because I was reading literature and reading books. So yeah, it definitely helps in exam also. And it is a stress buster. You can always lose yourself in novels and in poetry, and I think it's the best thing.
मैम, तो इस सब के बाद हम मानना चाहेंगे राखी जी की स्कूल एंड कॉलेज लाइफ पे। पीयू में आप कौन से हॉस्टल में रहते थे?
पीयू में मैं हॉस्टल नंबर 3 सरोजनी हॉल उसमें थी, रूम नंबर 65, रूममेट नेम वृंदा. या
मैम, क्या आपकी प्रिपरेशन में आपकी रूममेट का कोई योगदान था?
getting a good roommate is a blessing, and I was very blessed. Vrinda was from a pharmacy department. She was doing B Pharma. And I remember I used to come from library, and obviously if you are spending like 9 to 10 hours in a library, you would be frustrated or tired, and you cannot always call, because your parents would usually go to sleep at that time, and your family members might have something to do. So who is the nearest person to you? Your roommate. And obviously when I used to come back from library, I would be tired and I would want someone like to talk to. So Vrinda would reserve 1 hour for me. She would have her dinner and then she would come to room and then she would be like, okay, let's just tell me what do you have to tell. So yeah, we used to crib about a lot of things that about selection, about preparation, and then in the last moments, so we were very sad in the sense ki सब कुछ बहुत taxing हो गया था. We were giving exams, हमारे department के exams भी थे, then project reports we had to prepare. तो काफी कोलैबोरेट करते थे, काफी बातें करते थे हम चीजों के बारे में, नॉट जस्ट स्टडी थिंग्स ऑब्वियसली, random things we would talk about, society would be in it, then YouTube would be in it, YouTube videos we watch and then discuss it, then send each other videos. So yeah, Vinda played a apart from all these fun things, I think she was a really nice human being, I would say. She helped me a lot, she took care of my health, and also as roommate you need to cooperate and you need to have a good vibe with your roommate. So we had a really great vibe. I still remember that after the first day of my mains I gave two exam and I sprained my hand because you are not habitual of writing so much. I didn't write many full length tests, so I was not able to write that much, so I sprained my wrist. तो बहुत दर्द हो रहा था. I came back and then I thought कि it would stop, but the pain did not stop. तो then she came and उसने अपना पिटारा खोला दवाई का. Then she took the move out and फिर उसने मसाज किया and then she wrapped my hand in a cloth so that it would be warm and then the pain would stop. I think after 5 minutes I went to sleep and I woke up very fresh and there was no pain next morning. So I think Vrinda played a great role. She was a great companion in that sense कि रूम में बड़े अच्छे से बात करती थी, ध्यान रखती थी. She was just like my sister. She treated me as her younger sister, and I wish all the good things and all the success that is there in the world for her. Yeah.
ट्रूली मैम शी वाज ग्रेट फ्रेंड.
Yeah.
अब हम आना चाहेंगे डीएसपी राखी जी की एजुकेशनल बैकग्राउंड पे. मैम आपका स्कूल कॉलेज लाइफ कैसा रहा है और आपने कहाँ से करा ये सब?
I think my primary schooling was I studied in a local school till 8th. After 8th, I shifted to Arohi Model School. These are special schools that are opened in the rural areas of Haryana. So I shifted there. I did my 8th to 12th class there. After that, I went to Delhi University and I was enrolled in St. Stephen's College. My subjects were history and political science. After doing, but because I was not very comfortable living in Delhi, due to some physical health issues, so I was not able to live there. So I think then we decided to move here. I got enrolled in Gandhian and Peace Studies department for my master's purposes, and then I did my master's from there only. And I think I completed my master's this year only, and then I got selected. Yeah.
तो मैम सेंट स्टीफेंस में आपका एडमिशन का प्रोसेस कैसा रहा, क्योंकि हमें सुनने को मिला कि आपने बहुत मेहनत करी थी उसके लिए, आपका सपना था वो.
Uh, yeah, I mean, it's very hard to get in St. Stephen's because they only take up like 60 students, and there is a very proper process to get in. So first you need to get good marks. I think in history honors, even the people who have 98.5, they don't even get interview call because the competition is so much. So I think you need to get really good marks and I luckily got it. I was very happy. And then then there is a written test and then there is an interview, a proper interview. They take interview, they ask you questions and they ask you about your aspirations, what you're gonna do, and if you can handle the pressure of the college, because it is a very competitive environment. Let's agree. The best of India comes there. So everyone is very studious, everyone is very proper, disciplined. So I'm sad to say that it was almost like school. Because everyone is just preparing for something and else. Everyone has great aspirations, the people that St. Stephen's have produced. So there is just mental pressure that you have to perform good. So it was almost like school. I think I had much more fun in my school than I had in my college. So yeah.
मैम तो हम आपके लिए एक अलग सवाल लाए हैं इस बार. तो मैम अगर डीएसपी राखी डीएसपी ना होती तो आज क्या होती?
अगर मैं डीएसपी ना होती, okay, if I would not be in any civil services, you mean, not just DSP. If I would not be a civil servant, then what would I be? um I think पहले मैं कोई बचपन में सबको होता है कि किसी को डॉक्टर बनना है। बचपन में मैं कोई मैंने कहीं पे एस्ट्रोनॉट पढ़ लिया था, तो आई वांटेड टू बी एन एस्ट्रोनॉट इन 5th क्लास, बट लेटर ऑन आई रियलाइज्ड दैट आई डोंट लाइक साइंस सो मच. I think if I wouldn't have been a civil servant, I don't I didn't want to join corporate. So private sector I did not like that much. I definitely would be a teacher. Subject I haven't decided. I don't know if I would be a political science teacher or a history teacher or an English teacher. I don't know, because I equally like all of these subjects. But I definitely would be teaching somewhere. Maybe as a school teacher, maybe as a professor. I don't know. But yeah, I recently cleared net JRF, so my net was cleared. So I think I definitely would have chosen if this would not have happened. So I would be a teacher, I think. And I talk so much, so I think
Yes,
would
ma'am.
have been good. Yeah.
यस मैम, आपके स्टूडेंट्स बहुत ही लकी होते हैं आपको एज अ टीचर पाके ना।
That I don't know. That I don't know. But yeah, I love reading and teaching. Teaching I also know, but I love reading. That much I know. Yeah.
मैम आखिरी सवाल हम हमसे ये पूछना चाहेंगे कि आपकी तरह जो बहुत सारे बच्चे हैं रूरल घरों से आते हैं, जुडिशल सर्विसेज सिविल सर्विसेज की तैयारी करते हैं, तो उनके लिए आपका क्या मैसेज रहेगा?
उनके लिए क्या मैसेज रहेगा? Honestly, I would say, given the fact that all these selections in HPSC and then now HSSC and all these selections have been done, so what I can think looking back is, even though you might not get result very quickly and maybe not on the time that you want, but keep working, believe in your hard work. It doesn't matter if you get your results today or the fruit of your hard work today, this year, this 6 months. Not possible, it's okay, but keep working hard, you will get something. And sometimes god has better plans for you. Maybe you will be thinking something which is not that good for you, but god knows better. And I think just keep working hard, believe in yourself. I know it's very cliche, everyone says believe in yourself, but when you're gonna get there, and then when you will look back at your preparation and all the hardships, all the struggle, and all the anxious nights that you have spent thinking about one exam, one interview, uh, or one selection, and whatever it is, you're gonna look back and then you will see all that hard work was for this only. And then you will feel the satisfaction that you always wanted. So just keep working hard, never stop. Never be pessimistic, never be saddened by the fact that you are not getting results. I didn't get result for 1.5 year, and when I started getting results, I got all the results in 6 months. So just keep working hard, do not stop, and believe in yourself. That's what I can say. Yeah.
थैंक यू सो मच मैम, आपने हमारे लिए इतना टाइम निकाला और हमारे चैनल पे आए। आपकी कहानी बहुत लोगों को इंस्पायर करती है, स्पेशली यंग गर्ल्स। थैंक यू सो मच मैम। सो दिस वाज राखी धमन's जर्नी। थैंक यू। दिस वाज द एंकर अंजलि फ्रॉम पीयूपल्स।